Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everybody. I hope y'all are doing pretty good. We are back with another lift on a nice Tuesday morning. I know I'm filming this video and in the morning, but I'm recording this voiceover at like 9 o'clock at night. So I apologize for the wait, but I'll make sure to get this out to you guys. But anyways, onto the lift for today. So today was push day. So it's chest, shoulders, and triceps. I had legs yesterday, and man, when I tell you guys, yesterday's leg day was definitely a really good one, because my quads are like low key like locked up right now. I went to the movies a little bit earlier on my own to go see the Chainsaw Man movie. By the way, highly recommend, bro. That movie was, it was not only really good, but bro, that ending, bro, that's enough to break a man, bro. Like watching that ending, I was like, wait, I had to take a second to kind of just like think about it for a second, because at first, like while I was watching it, I'm not gonna say anything, but literally like I watched it through like the first time, and then I didn't realize it until like later on after like I came back from the movie. I was like, wait, that's actually so messed up, like at the ending. But that's aside from the fact. But for today's lift, started off with 5 minutes on the recumbent bike like usual. Let's get some nice blood flow. And while we're on the bike, got a nice Clash win that you guys are watching right here. Today's win was a pretty easy one. Like I was like, honestly, I was expecting it to be like a little bit of like a longer, drawn out battle, but no, we absolutely clapped this dude. Like clapped the brains out of this dude. Like honestly, like this dude was like cooked from the start with how fast I beat him. But I'm not trying to get cocky, because I know that just like him, I get cooked all the time by other people on Clash, because I wasn't one of those people that really was like super into Clash like, in high school and stuff like that. Because I want to say that like Clash Royale probably came out when I was in like middle school, is what I'm guessing. And so I remember that all my buddies and stuff were like all grinding to get to like the highest level, and I would just kind of just kind of like enjoying like watching them, and then I'd hop in every now and then just kind of play myself. But I never like actually tried to grind on there. So a lot of my friends now, they're like 10,000 trophies just because that's how they were back in like middle school, that type of thing, and then they just didn't play for years. But me, now I'm trying to get to 10,000 trophies, and it's like years later, and let's just say I'm struggling. But we start off today's with lift of the win, so I think that's a step in the right direction, if you know what I mean. But for today, yeah, right after the recumbent bike, got a little warmed up. Didn't take a clip of this, but just did some nice banded stretching, chest push-ups, a little bit of lat pullovers with the resistance band, and then once we were nice and warm, and before then we also did some calves at the beginning just to kind of prioritize them a little bit more, because I think I hit calves 3 times a week. I think I hit calves 3 times last week, but I can't remember. But I just want to make sure at least I'm hitting my calves at least 2 times a week relatively effectively and progressing, and just praying and hoping that they grow even a centimeter, because calves, I don't know about you guys, but my calves refuse to grow no matter what. Like I'm very grateful for the calves I have right now, because I know that there are way worse genetics out there, and I I don't even know. But back to the lift. Started off today with nice flat bench. I don't know what it was. I think I'm wondering if it's either like I'm not eating enough, or I'm just, I guess it was just a bad day for bench, because first set I did for like 5, and I'm not gonna lie, like the fourth rep, not the fourth rep, the fifth rep, I kind of lifted my butt off the bench a little bit, so I'm not really proud of that one too much. But the set after that I got 3, so I was like, nah, there's no way. I'm gonna back down to like 215 or something like that, and then hope for maybe like 8. But for some reason, I don't know why, but I was stupid enough to think that like a third set would be good, and somehow it did ended up working, because I did a third set and I called one of my buddies over, and I remember I had him spot me. I didn't take a video of it. I should have, honestly. And I hit it for 5. It was like a relatively clean 5 too. Like it was better than like the first that I had, which made no sense. It was so weird. I honestly don't know how to describe it, but I guess that means I can progress. But at the same time, like I'm not super confident in progressing up in my bench press, so we'll have to see. But aside from the fact we just right after here we moved on to incline bench press. Did this for about 2 sets or so, and did the 175s. Felt pretty okay. Like today's lift, like it wasn't really like one of the ones I had like last week where everything was like contracting on my chest. Maybe I just need to like eat a little bit more to kind of like restore all those carbs I'm losing, and maybe even hop on creatine again, because I've been taking creatine like over a year, honestly probably close to 2 years now. I haven't had taken creatine, and most people probably think I'm crazy for not doing that, but I just forgot about it, and I was lucky like too lazy to buy creatine. So maybe now's the time to get back on it. So we'll have to see. But after they did the incline bench here, moved on over to some incline dumbbell. These felt okay. I'm wondering if it's like maybe like my setup or something, but whenever I do like incline dumbbell, sometimes I just feel like a weird like tweaking sensation in like my left shoulder, which is probably not a good sign. And that's why I never try to go too heavy, just because I don't want to hurt myself. And so I mean, I did this for like 2 sets of 8 to 10, so it didn't feel too bad, but I didn't feel any like insane contraction on my chest or anything. I just did incline dumbbells to kind of like really work on my upper chest a lot, just because no matter what I've done over the past, it just never gets better. Like it's my upper chest, it always sucks. But hoping that maybe by doing like more isolation exercises with chest, that maybe it'll hopefully grow. But I guess we'll just have to see over time. But right after this one, we did 1 set of chest flies to finish off with the 205s on this one, and got about like 7 or so reps, give or take. Wasn't anything too bad, nothing too crazy, but honestly, chest was okay. A little bit on the longer side. It was like around like 45 to 50 minutes for chest, which is probably a little too long, but I still got it done. Still progressed on most things, and honestly, that's more than what I could ask for. And then once we finished up chest, moved right on over to triceps. And like I've told you guys before, I've just been kind of doing like a similar like philosophy to Dorian Yates, which is basically starting off with an isolation exercise beforehand, and doing it either heavy or lightweight is up to you. I like to do a middle, so I basically shoot for like 8 to 10 reps on these, and usually feels pretty good, and I can progress in these relatively quickly. And I feel a really good pump in my triceps and rather than my elbows, so that by the time I get to my compound exercise, that I feel really prepped and nice and ready to go. So did this for about 2 sets here with the 70s, and honestly, I think maybe in a few weeks or so, I'll probably be able to start repping the stack. Like I probably can rep the stack right now. I just choose not to, just because I just want to kind of focus on my form a little bit more and get a better stretch. But I don't think the stack is very far fetched, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I did this for about 2 sets or so, and then I supersetted these with a tricep extension with the same bar right afterwards, and just to get some extra pump in. I guess outer head, whatever it's called, to grow the thicker head of the tricep. Did that right after. Then after this one, we hopped right over to the. I grabbed a weight belt from the belt squat station, and I brought that over to a dip station to kind of do some weighted dips, because I haven't done these in a while. And I think I'm gonna definitely bring these back in, because I was feeling every single rep of my triceps and my chest. Like I forgot how good weighted dips used to be, because literally people say like all the time to focus on doing stuff like dips, just because it's literally the squat of the upper body. And so the fact that I haven't been doing this, I feel like I've been missing out on some serious gains. So I think in terms of going forward, I think I'm definitely going to bring these back in, because these felt phenomenal today. So I did like 3 sets of these, and progressed in almost every single one of them. Initially, I only did like 5 reps in the first set, but the second set I got up to like 7. And then I did like 6 reps in the last set. So I think honestly, probably move to like plate and maybe a 10 next week, and then shoot for the same rep range, and then just keep it moving. So these felt pretty good today, and I'm also still proud that I'm able to still like do a plate for dips and not like any janky reps. It was actually like a pretty solid rep for these, and yeah, that's honestly more than what I could ask for. So definitely did pretty good for today. So that concludes triceps for the day. So right after the triceps, I headed on over to shoulders and just did some barbell shoulder press. Shoulder part isn't really anything that fun to watch, so I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through it. Shoulders is just barbell shoulder press. Did this for 2 sets with 35s. Felt pretty decent, but I think maybe my form could be a little bit better. I think I don't really like the just sitting up straight for doing barbell shoulder presses because I feel like my body isn't really aligned for sitting that way. So I think maybe getting a bench. Like I've seen one powerlifter I follow on Instagram. His name's Just Lee, and he's a young LA athlete, and he's a power lifter, well, like I guess power builder, and he basically does one exercise for like barbell shoulder press where he kind of has a leaned like a adjustable bench that leans like I guess to a certain setting, and it's like so that he can adjust his body perfectly so that it doesn't feel awkward or anything when he's set up. So maybe I'll try something like that and then just see what happens, and I think that's probably more than enough for me. So we will see what happens. Then to finish off shoulders for today, did some nice lateral raises and did this for about 3 sets and with the 35s. And I believe I got up to about almost 14 reps with the 35s today. So I'm pretty much with lateral raises, you never have to go that heavy. I say as long as you're giving good intensity and progressing relatively steady over a course of a couple months, your your side delts will grow no matter what. And I say accompany it with like a higher hypertrophy day, like maybe like doing like shooting for even like 20 reps where like your arms really feel like they're gonna fall off. And I think you'll be chilling. So that's what I've been doing. I've been liking it a lot, and it was so much to the point that I felt like I needed to take a nap as soon as I got home because all of the pain from the workout, a good pain, all of it just hit me as soon as I got back. So I just quickly ate my food, and then I napped for like I swear like 45 minutes. I was like knocked out of my mind, and yeah. But that was pretty much it for today's workout. I hope you guys enjoyed, and without further ado, just remember, get jacked, be cool with everybody, and we're all gonna make it. So I'll see you guys later, and you guys have a great rest of your evening.